All right, everybody. This is another R&P React. We're doing a slightly different react than what we usually do. As you can see, me and Steve are color balancing out. You with red, him with blue. Right now, we're gonna react to one of the most popular men on the internet right now. Yep. Andrew Tate. One of his, I guess, videos of him on the Fresh and Fit podcast, kind of challenging the ideals of Western women. So
we'll get into it.
Carry a child for 9 months.
If you're not gonna, sorry, my headphones fell off. If you're not gonna have, if you're not gonna have children, what are you gonna do with your lives?
If I'm not gonna have children, travel, just pursue anything that makes me happy. Try to make money. I love traveling, so I would probably just
drink cocktails on the beach. Okay, next.
About the same thing, like travel, focus on my career, things like that. Like my career will become my baby.
What about you?
I honestly just want to get right into my career.
Okay.
That's pretty much it.
What do you want to do in life?
Right now, so I go to the University of Miami. I'm majoring in interactive media. What I want to do with that is build virtual reality simulators for the military. And I'm also minoring in motion pictures. I'm interested in acting and shit like that.
Miss Cuba, what about you?
Do whatever the fuck I want.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
It doesn't matter. Well, I plan on becoming a doctor. So I'm just, my career.
Your career.
I'm passionate about it, so.
A life without children is vapious, and it's inane, and it's pointless. And you may sit here and think that your career matters, but the truth is that your job will fire you out of whim and not give a second. Don't give a solitary shit.
And I would just stop it right there.
Yeah, we don't even gotta see this whole thing.
Well, no, we'll see the rest of it. I'm gonna just stop it right there and just say, the idea that if you don't have a child, your life will be empty, or it'll be less than, or it'll be anything. Society would break if everybody thought that was ideal. Like, obviously, we need a society to
reproduce,
children
to keep it going.
We need children to continue a society.
Right.
But either some people can't or just don't want to have children. Will that hurt the society in the long run? Probably not. Not with how many people we have in the world
who are having kids, right?
As a current,
and some people are still traditional and think the way he thinks.
But just to tell them that they should give up or lessen their ambitions to kind of be a cog in the machine is the opposite of what he tells men every day
to do. Exactly. I'm going to say this regarding the children thing. I have a child. I love my daughter very, very much. But I tell people, what do I tell you guys and everybody I speak to?
To wait
until you're 30
wait some more.
And then wait some more. If you're trying to create something and if you're trying to be a content creator, if you want to go to college and get your doctorate, if you things that want to become an actor, want to go play overseas, whatever. If there's things like that you want to do, wait until you're 30 and then wait some more. And if you don't have kids, it is not the biggest deal.
What did you say it was? Vapious? Oh, without liveliness or spirit.
Yeah.
Dull or tedious.
Because
he doesn't have kids, right?
I don't think, as far as I understand, he doesn't.
But he probably wouldn't tell anybody if he did, right?
Probably wouldn't be the best idea, no. Because he
would get flamed. Not
even flamed, just safety-wise, I don't think you should be, because you don't know how people are.
But I'm saying he would be having a kid. Like, does that mean he has a wife? And if he doesn't have a wife, does that mean he's already gone against his ideals of what a family should be?
People should be married and stuff. So I guess he wouldn't say anything anyway.
If maybe he would have a wife at that point. But to say that a life without a child is dull and whatever, like, he does. As far as we know, he doesn't have a kid. He doesn't feel like his life is like that.
Yeah, he's all intent purposes, he's having a good time.
Yeah, he's preached that that's what he's wanted his life to be.
I'll cut this out. Flash's message. Yeah, we got to get a part 2 in.
I don't know. That part 2 is going to be part 1.
I'm such a fucking idiot. Okay, yeah, so I was just going to say really quick. All of these women here that are saying if they truly want to accomplish those goals they were talking about and not just saying it just to disagree, because that could be it too. They could just be trying to disagree with him. But if any of them truly believe, like, I'm going to be... Like Shorty right here. She had a whole plan. She was dead serious about what she was saying.
She really is serious about being a doctor then.
Yeah,
what do you say to that?
That's what I'm saying. Anybody here
unless you look at her and be like, doctors are useless to a society.
And which
You're fucking stupid.
Which I don't doubt he would say that.
You're
but,
fucking stupid.
But
unless all doctors should be men.
just play it. Just play it. Man. That's crazy.
Doctors is an inherently masculine word.
And when you're 52 and you're past it with no grandchildren in a house by yourself, and all your friends have grandchildren in this beautiful life, and you're sitting there by yourself, do you think the fact that you can afford a few extra Gucci bags is going to genuinely make you feel happy? I was at my grandmother's 93rd birthday. I looked there. My grandmother had 9 children.
She funny.
My father and 8 more. They all had a bunch of kids, blah, blah, blah. I stood there and I looked at my 93-year-old grandmother, and there was a room, a whole room full with maybe 70 people that came from that one woman. Isn't that remarkable? Yeah. That nobody cared about her career. Nobody asked what.
The most important thing about a woman is that she can reproduce. Is basically what he's saying.
That's basically what he's trying to get at. Like I said before, if any of those women are serious about the career paths that they want to take, like Shorty in the Red, I feel like she was dead ass.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure about everybody else. I feel like they were just trying to like argue. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, Steve, shut the fuck up. But Shorty in the Red for sure know what she was trying to do.
Yeah. But he's basically saying that because that when they're old and they won't be surrounded with their immediate family, then their life will mean nothing.
But what about a single man that just never has a family?
He just dies. But he accomplished great things in his life.
Let's play it, man.
What about Stephen Hawking?
He couldn't. I didn't mean to laugh. Why do I laugh at shit like that?
No,
he couldn't have kids.
What I'm saying like he probably was surrounded by people who loved him.
And that's the surrounded by people you love. You think
they could not be your immediate family.
Yeah,
your
like
friends,
just
their kids,
like literally, like
aunts, uncles.
To get a little personal about it, Shiley, my dad, y'all niggas.
Yeah.
When I get packed, that's the only people that's probably gonna be around me, and I'm probably gonna get packed by myself. Most likely, like that's all. My Shiley, my daughter, my father, and Rick and the squad.
I did like
that's literally it. So, and I quote unquote have a child and all of this stuff that he was talking about. But okay,
job she did. Nobody asked how many times she went to the club. Nobody asked if she had time to go to festivals.
And that is a beautiful thing, though. What he's saying is a beautiful thing. His grandmother
full of life from one
being surrounded by 70 people that she basically, by proxy, created.
That is beautiful. And if you sit here and genuinely think that you're going to work your ass off through your fertile years, and by the age of 54, you're not going to be suicidal alone with it.
So this is him and Fresh and Fit.
I hate this title.
They always
brutally reality checks Western women. Like they're not regretting what they're.
She's like, this nigga's stupid. That's what she's thinking. And Shorty's like, but like I'm gonna make $500,000 a year. With what
and then maybe I can still do that.
And then maybe because once you make the money, it's like okay, I got. Let's just say I got $1 million in the bank. That's not like you can't just not do anything. But I could take a couple years off and have a kid, have a couple kids, if she chose to do that.
The idea that women have to be attached to a man
or a child
or a family unit to be worthy or
be validated is a disgusting mindset.
So
to have.
Nasty.
And this is where him and I'm gonna say this. I don't want you guys to get on my bumper. Sometimes him, Fresh and Fit, they make good points sometimes.
Yeah.
Like when he said it was beautiful that he went to his grandmother's birthday party and it was 70 people that she by proxy created.
She was the root of that.
She was the root of this entire family tree. That is beautiful. And someone that wants to achieve that go do.
Amazing.
That's great. Go do that. But to transition into
every woman
needs to do that, and anybody that doesn't, you're gonna be suicidal when you're 52 and all that shit, nigga.
There was people who had that. There was women who had that
who were still suicidal.
Who was not even just suicidal, who yearned for more.
Yeah.
There was women who were rearing children and taking care of the household, and they were like, I deserve more than this. And they went out and they wanted careers. There was a whole time period where everybody lived like what you're talking about, and people hated it.
And they were fucking miserable.
That's
why life is... That's why we get the quote unquote women he talks about now.
Yeah.
It's because they hated how they live. Not every single person. I'm sure some people enjoyed it.
Loved it.
But there were so many people that hated living like that that's why we're here now. That's why, like, when he say shit about, like, oh, like, because, like, I don't have nobody. I don't got a whole bunch of women and all that shit. So when he be talking about guys that don't get women and all that stuff, yeah, I fall in that category because I don't. But I'd rather have women have more choices than just settling for something they don't want. Because a lot of times in the past, women would just get married because that's what my mama did and that's what I'm supposed to do. You see what I'm saying?
You know what's an even crazier thing about this to me is the fact that this is like, with the way the world has progressed, this is like being surrounded by automatic weapons and it's showing people a musket and them being like fascinated by it because they think this is new, but it's literally the start of what they're holding, and they don't realize that by picking this thing up that they've never seen before or never like have experienced themselves, that they're actually going back in time. Like, they're picking this thing up and like, this is a great idea. This thing is like this, but to me, since I've never seen this exact thing before, it's an alternative, and everybody else has that. And I could be the special guy with this.
But when you get in a fight, which if you get crazy enough with a musket, I guess, but
what I'm saying is
being the musket guy will be kind of stupid.
Yeah, it's fascinating because it's not, everybody doesn't have it, so you would be special for having it, which is what kind of like that this ideal is now, is the red pill ideal, is that the Matrix is now everybody's living this type of life, and the red pill is like, what everybody had back in the day was what it was supposed to be. And if that was the case,
but the thing is, back in the day, this type of lifestyle was the red pill.
Yeah.
So are we just constantly
in the Matrix? The Matrix is the fact that you think either pill matters.
Rick, we figured it out.
Yeah.
Rick, we figured it out.
It's all because of this bald dude.
You just constantly, which, okay, I'll give him credit for that. We figured out that you're just constantly in the Matrix and it ain't shit you can do about it. Just do what you want to do, basically. That's all it is. So shout out to Andrew Tate.
The happiest women on earth have children and a man who's paying the bills and their mothers. The happiest people on earth. I guarantee it.
She's funny.
Your
I want her on the
mothers,
pod. She's
ask
funny.
your own mother, do you regret having me? She's going to say, of course not. You're the best thing that ever happened to me.
No.
So now you're going to sit here and you're going to end your own
first off, what fucking parent is going to, when they kids say, hey, do you regret having me? And they wholeheartedly say, little nigga, for real? Yeah. That's nuts. Even if that's true, don't say that to your fucking kid. Or even past
that, there's parents out there who will say they regret having a kid, but then what does that make its point? That makes it so that not every parent wants a child.
Yeah, but not every parent. And some people even like go through the whole process of purposely having a kid.
Yeah.
And they have the kid.
Yeah, to give away.
Or like give away, or postpartum depression happens and they like, I don't know why I did this, I don't want this child anymore. It's a lot of shit that goes into being a parent that he's just completely waving over.
If his mindset was as real as he thought it would, every adoption would only be because parents die.
Basically.
There's majority of adoptions are because
kids got given away.
Yeah.
And you could give, and there's more context to that. Sometimes there's young people having kids and they shouldn't be.
Hey, but guess what? I bet you if you ask them, it's like, I regret having a kid that young.
Yep. Oh, let's let him finish his.
Sisters were out there surrounded by saber-toothed fucking tigers trying to survive on the streets out there in caveman days just to get to the final end where we have all the medical care and you can live in a nice warm house for your fucking selfish ass to say, no, I don't want kids. I'm too busy in the fucking strip club or going to fucking...
That's another thing. He made a point of, he said, that's so selfish to just end your like bloodline like that with you. Before I had Shiley, I was perfectly fine with doing that. And my dad would be upset when I would say that. He'd be like, oh, you got to keep the PLAX name going. I'm like, Pop, we've had a great run. If I don't do it, I don't do it. And I would say that to him and he would get upset. But I meant it. And technically, Shiley's a girl, depending
depending
on what, which I think Shiley has a very strong personality.
I feel like.
But depending on what she decides to do, she probably won't even have my name anyway when she gets married. Depending, who knows how the future is going to be. But like in the past, most women take their husband's name when they get married. So, and I'm not having no more fucking kids. If I do, make sure you got a SWAT team watching me, because I will be heading to the Peace Bridge.
Well, maybe you'll be rich by then.
Well, even then.
You don't want to be Nick Cannon?
Oh no. That's a whole nother conversation. Nick needs to... That's another conversation. But this motherfucker right here, again, and I would like to say before we finish it, Fresh and Fit and Andrew Tate, sometimes I do agree with some of the stuff they say, and it's valid points, but then they ruin it by saying something like, we need to be like the caveman. Stupid shit like that. But go ahead, Rick.
To have a pina colada on the beach. It's
that
absolutely
like
insulting to your entire bloodline.
No,
Everything everyone above you has ever done and struggled for.
They work for me to have a choice. They put the work in for me to choose what I wanted to do.
I hope one day I look at my children who are in a better place than me, and I be like, damn, y'all niggas need to struggle because I struggled to get y'all here. Because that's the dumb shit he's talking about. I struggled to get y'all here, so I need y'all to keep struggling. So you can struggle
as well.
Yeah, so like, no, I struggled my life so you guys could have a better life. I would pray that my children are on the beach with a pina colada, and like if they don't want to do anything else, and if for the rest of their life, they can do that happily.
This is why we just talked about this, Rick. Unfortunately, we lost the video, but we just talked about this. I do this, yes, for me, but I want my daughter to have options. If she don't want to go to college, which I would like for her to, but if she got bread, what the fuck she got to go to college for? And somebody can say, oh, you got that because of your dad. Yeah, suck my dick. Yes, I do have this because of my dad, because he loves me. He put the work in, and now I'm living comfortably, and I'm on a fucking beach with a pina colada, and if I don't want to have kids, you can suck my dick as well. Oh, that's what we do this for, man.
When they didn't feel like it, just for you to exist, for your selfish ass to say, no, me and my passions and my dreams and my shit drawings and my Instagram page is worth more than ever having children. You're a selfish fuck.
Could,
fuck
though.
That. You should all have kids.
Yeah, he's a big Capistine. I don't like that one. That one wasn't good.
And he believed it. Like this is a crazy movie.
It is.
We could react to that maybe later another time.
Yeah.
But he wholeheartedly like believes.
And the shit he says.
Well, maybe he don't. Maybe he's just a troll. He could be a troll.
I think he believes in at least 50% of what he says.
Which that's a lot. 50% is a lot.
Too much.
And again, he says things like, women need to be cherished. Women need to be taken care of. Well, they don't need to worry about SEO, man.
True.
We giving y'all the sauce too, a little bit. We're giving y'all a little bit of the sauce. Our videos have been doing a little bit better because we learned some stuff. But he says women deserve to be cherished. Women should be taken care of and all that. But in general, people should be cherished. People should be taken care of. It's not because one gender or race or whatever is more vulnerable than the other or whatever. Everybody should just have a safe space to go to, which everybody doesn't. But everybody should have a safe space to go to. Everybody should have people they can go and talk to and get a hug. Or if they down and out, people to help them. You see what I'm saying? It's not a respect of what you got in your pants or what color your skin is or how tall you is or whatever the fuck. Everybody should just have those general... This nigga might be Hitler, bruh. this nigga might be Hitler for real. Because he feel like people, like, everybody should just generally have that. Just general, like, me and Rick don't get too sentimental, but I will hope if Rick really needed to talk about something, he would talk to me or talk to one of our other friends or something like that. I feel like that with most of our friends. My dad, people should just have that. Not saying somebody should just be like just doing everything for you. You should be even like his viewpoints on relationships, like which some women also hop on this wave that the 50-50 shit is not okay. But I feel like
that's a whole different thing. All right, everybody, this is another episode of R&P React. I'd stop Steve there because I already know what the strength of this is. I already know what like our feelings on this. But we'll maybe do a conversation. Check those videos out where we do 20 to 30-minute conversations about topics and articles and stuff that we see or videos. So check that out. And we hope you like this one. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and I hope you enjoyed the video.
And we love you guys. Peace.
Bye.